Morning students, now we will have some questions definitely in the last day. We saw this particular concept example number 20. By mistake it was 46 or 40, 84, it was minus 69, but by mistake I wrote plus 69. You can these may change minus and plus and plus. You don't worry, it's a simple sign mistake, but it doesn't affect on your procedure. So hope you have seen this. This was very good concept we have learned. Now we will move on the other concept of the plane. The new concept is the condition of coplanarity the condition of coplanarity of two planes. This study will do today. What is its meaning? The condition of coplanarity of two planes, it means that when two planes lie in the same plane, two lines are the condition of coplanarity of two lines in a one plane. Definitely it means that in a single plane both lines are lying. Now students, slowly we are coming in the joint study. We already have learned about the line. You remember the line? Forget. Okay, let me explain. R equal to A plus lambda B, or x minus x1 upon A, y minus y1 upon B, z minus z upon C. This is a Cartesian equation. This is a vector form. A, what is A? The position vector of the point by which line passes. B, it contains the ratio, or we can say that this is a vector parallel to the line, where x1, y1, z1 is the point, the coordinate of the point by which line passes. A, B, C are the ratio of the line, or ratio of the line parallel to the line. That's lots of things you already have studied about that. So now we study here the mixed study. Definitely till here we have studied about the line particular or individual line. Now we have already seen the particularly plane. Now we are looking for line and plane mixed study. That only the first condition. The condition of coplanarity of two lines. What it means? Let me explain something. That the condition we will look for when two lines are given, how we can show that they are coplanar. I tell you one thing. Look at. Can you see that we have two planes? Can you see we have two planes? Yes. This is a board is first plane. This is second plane. I just do something like that to you. For you, I just understand you. Would you think that I have two lines? Suppose this is my first line and this is my second line. Would you think that they are both lying on the same plane? No, they are not lying in the same plane. This is lying on some different plane, this is lying on a different plane. But if you would have given like line x minus 2 upon 3, y plus 1 upon 5, z minus 3 upon 4, x plus 1 upon 3, y plus 2 upon 3, and z minus 1 upon 4. Suppose you are given these two lines and you are told to show lines are coplanar. What is its meaning? It means that it's possible that they may lie on different planes. The question may rise in the mind that how it can lie on different planes. I taught you now. This is first plane, this is second plane. Suppose planes are like that. So this line, the first line is passing on the first plane, second line is passing on the second plane. It means they are not in the same plane. And that only I am trying to tell you that we have to show lines are coplanar, meaning lines on the same plane. So I am now keeping this board here. Same plane meaning my same board. So this is my first line, this is my second line. Now they are lying on the same plane. Now, if you produce this, what do you think? If they are lying on the same plane, they will intersect. It means that show that lines are coplanar or show that lines are intersecting. Both are the same word. Very good thing you are learning, student. Don't forget. Very good thing you are learning. That if lines in the same plane, definitely lines are intersecting. Some student can think that if lines are in the same plane, they may be parallel. Yes, I agree. But that time you need not show. Why? Because lines are parallel, one can identify by watching their ratio. Suppose we have a 5 here. What do you think? 3, 3, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3 upon 3, 5 upon 5, 4 upon 4. Proportional. Ratios are same. Lines are parallel. When lines are parallel, it means they will lie in the same plane. So what you have shown? You haven't shown anything. This kind of line will not be given, guys, and you should understand about that. When lines are parallel, they are definitely coplanar. They are lying in the same plane. We would ask here some change, like here 3 is written here. Now you will be told, show that lines are coplanar. That means these are not a parallel line. They may be skew lines also. They may lie on different plane also, as I taught you one example by taking the another plane. So we have to show lines are in the same plane. They are not parallel, you can understand. So they will be intersecting now. They will be intersecting. That's why I have written, show that lines are coplanar or lines are intersecting. Both have a same words, same meaning, same criteria, same condition, same proof. So question may be like that. Condition of coplanarity of two lines or condition of intersection or intersection of two lines. Sorry. Now you can read condition of coplanarity of two lines, condition of intersection of two lines. So you may be told that show that lines are intersecting. Same proof. Show that lines are coplanar. Same proof. Okay. Now I won't take time. I tell you that how we can show that two lines are. First, let me take. I again tell you that I am telling you just by Cartesian way. Cartesian way. The Cartesian way is x minus x1 upon a 1, y minus y1 upon b 1, z minus z1 upon c1, x minus x2 upon a2, y minus y2 upon b2, z minus z2 upon c2. Suppose these two lines we have. Now don't forget the equation line is this one, Cartesian way, and vector way I already have taught you, r equal to a plus lambda b, like that. Okay. So the required condition of what? The required condition for coplanarity of two lines or intersection of two lines. So show that lines are coplanar. Show that lines are intersecting. So what we will show? You have to show determinant x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, a1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2. It should be 0. It should be 0. If you have shown that x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, a1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2, if you solve the determinant, if you will get 0, it proves that I have told you direct condition. I just could also tell you whole derivation, but you know that the time is not allowing me to do all such things. That's why I'm telling you direct, and you will feel comfortable, guys. Prove this. From where you can get x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2. From the first line you can get x1, y1, z1 by which line was passing, x2, y2, z2 by which second line was passing, a1, b1, c1 the ratio of first line, a2, b2, c2 was the ratio of second line. Put here, get answer. That is simple. Now I will see one example, and I just want to explain that here only. So see one example, and we'll look for that. Look at. Question is, show that, what is an example I'm taking? Show that lines x plus 3 upon minus 3, y minus 1 upon 1, z minus 5 by 5, x plus 1 upon minus 1, y minus 2 upon 2, z minus 5 upon 5. This is the question. Now, before starting this question, I would explain something more. Right now, I taught you the condition of intersection of two lines or coplanarity of two lines. That only condition, you know it. Now, second thing, first you have learned that condition of coplanarity of two lines or intersection of two lines. You know it now. Determinant and so on. Now, if you have shown that lines are coplanar, you have shown it. Suppose it comes 0, determinant equal to 0. It has come. Then it means lines are coplanar. When lines are coplanar, it means the both lines are lying in the one plane. It means both lines are lying in a one plane. Now, in second case, I will teach you, I will tell you, lines you remember. X minus x1 upon a1, y minus y1 upon b1, z minus z1 upon c1, x minus x2 upon a2, y minus y2 upon b2, z minus z2 upon c2. These are two lines, and these two lines are coplanar. What condition you will follow? You know it. The condition is x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, a1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2 is equal to 0. If you could prove this 0, meaning lines are intersecting. Now, after showing if both lines are intersecting, meaning they are coplanar, it means that both lines are lying in one plane, and when they are lying in a plane, we can find the equation of plane also. Equation of plane in which they lie. Can you read the question again? Can you read the question again? First, I prove that both lines are coplanar. It is equal to 0. Has come. Second question may ask, find the equation of such planes which in which both lines are intersecting. Meaning we have to find such a plane in which both lines exist. Both lines are intersecting. Both lines are lying. The equation of plane can be obtained by x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1, a1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2. This is direct formula, but I request you student, please read it because it may come in exam. First condition, to show that lines are coplanar or intersecting, left hand side should equal to right hand side. After finding this, question may come, if lines are intersecting, find the equation of plane in which they are lying, in which they are intersecting. This is answer. This left hand equal to right hand, take both sides together and get your equation. Please don't do a left hand side equal to right hand side. No, you need not to show like that. You have to take both sides together and get your equation. Third question may ask, find the intersection point of the lines. This I will tell you later. It's not, time is not permitting me to do all these things. Tomorrow in the next class I will teach you how we can find the intersection point of the lines. Okay. So first I am telling you only two things here. First thing, oh shit. Okay, no worry, I will write again. Show that lines are, which lines I took here? X plus 3, minus 3, y minus 1, z minus 5 and x plus 1, y minus 2 equal to z minus 5 and 5. Show that lines are coplanar. First question, I add one question from my side. Also find the equation of plane in which they lie. If so, also find the equation of plane in which they lie. It means if lines are intersecting, we can find the equation of plane in which they lie. Okay, first of all we'll show. I tell you that it's very easy. This is first line by which you can get x1, y1, z1. From here you can get x2, y2, z2, a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2. First catch it. From the lines, from the first line, we can have let x1, y1, z1, which is minus 3, 1 and 5, and ratio a1, b1, c1, ratio minus 3, 1 and 5. This, and also from the second line you have x2, y2, z2, which is minus 1, 2, 5. and A2, B2, C2 we have -1, 2 and 5. Okay, now the required equation is, now the condition is lines will be intersecting or coplanar. Both have same meaning. If x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, a1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2 must 0. Now put it the value. You know, left hand side. x2 minus x1, 2, y2 minus y1, 1, z2 minus z1, 0, a1 b1 c1, -3, 1, 5, and a2 b2 c2, -1, 2, 5. Now can you solve and get your answer? Meaning to expand it. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, -1, -15, 0, plus 0. You know, 10, 5, 5 twos are 10, and this is gonna be somewhere I made a mistake. Can you catch? Look at again. The line was let me check from beginning. It's a 2, 1, 0, -3, 1, 5, -1, 2, 5. Okay, let me do it again. 2, 5 was a 5, 5 2 is a 10, -1, 5 3 is a 15, plus 5 it was, and this is gonna be plus 10, and this is also 0. When this portion has come right hand side has come, it means lines are coplanar. One can say lines are intersecting. And now this was my first question. Let me rub this out now. I am rubbing this portion. Now at this place I would what I will do now, equation of plane in which they lie. This is my second question. In which they lie. In which they lie. You know, lines are intersecting, so definitely they will lie in same plane. So what is equation of plane in which both are intersecting? The answer is given by x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1, a1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2 equal to 0. Now put to the values. X minus x1 minus 3 plus 3, please take y minus y1. Y minus y1 is a -1. Z minus z1 is a 5 upon a1 b1 c1, so -3, 1, 5, and a2 b2 c2 is a -1, 2, 5. So it is again, let me check it out, -3, 1, 5 and -1, 2, 5. Okay, now equal to 0. Now you can solve it. You can solve it by your wishing what you want. You want to use any property or you want to do it directly. Suppose you are opening directly. So x plus 3, 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, minus y minus 1, 5 3 is 15, plus 5, it is a plus z minus 5, 6 plus 1 is equal to 0. Now do it. This is minus 5 x plus 3. This is a plus minus 10 and minus plus 10. Y minus 1. This is minus 5. Z minus 1 equal to 0. You can divide by minus 5. X plus 3 divide by minus 5. Y minus 1 divide by minus 5. And arrange it by all the way. X plus 3 minus 2y plus 2 plus z minus 1 equal to 0, x minus 2y plus z 3, 2, 5 and minus 1, 4 is equal to 0. This is the ax plus by plus cz plus d. You remember, this is the equation of plane by in which both lines are intersecting or cutting. So this is the concept is very good. I think you have come to know that from where I got all the things. So student, this is a way. Now one thing is still remaining, how we can find the intersection point of both the lines. Okay, I will teach you, don't worry about that, but just wait for the time. Now its last concept is remaining here. The angle between two planes we are not having in the new syllabus, but I would teach you little bit here. Look at it very soon. Not all, but little bit I will tell you. Look at here. Angle between two planes. This is my new concept. Angle between two planes. So visible still. Quick, I will tell you within 5 minutes. I will finish this. Angle between two planes. It is not in your new syllabus, but the concept which actually helpful in the further question. That's what I'm telling you of angle 90 when planes are perpendicular. That only I'm telling you. Look at it. We have two planes. Suppose the plane is like that. Like that. We have two planes. We have two planes, and they are meeting here, and we want to find the angle between them. First plane is r dot n1 equal to d1, r dot n2 equal to d2. So interesting thing I tell you that angle between two planes actually are angle between their normals. Angle between the normals. Look at it. This is the first plane whose normal is n1, which can be drawn like that. And the second plane is r dot n2. Well, n2 is a normal of factor. So angle between these two is actually angle between the planes. Meaning angle between n1 and n2 is the angle between the planes n1 and n2. So you know it, angle between two vector. You know n1 dot n2 is equal to mod n1 mod n2 cos theta. You know a dot b equal to ab cos theta. So same as cos theta you can get from n1 dot n2 upon mod n1 mod n2. It is none else but it is a angle between two planes. Angle between two planes are depending on n1 and n2, where n1 and n2 are what? Normal vector of both the planes. You can catch from the equation of plane easily. One thing which is very important when theta is equal to 90 degree is very important when planes are perpendicular. This is one of the important conditions. So just because of that I am telling you this. So cos 90 is equal to 0, this will transfer this side and only remaining n1 dot n2 is equal to 0. This is the condition which is very important, but this is the all vector form. But I would teach you the Cartesian form, and I don't think it's a tough one. So let me change this, let me rub this out for a while. Can you change r dot n2 is equal to d2? You remember that what is n1? n1 contains the ratio of first plane. This is the normal and the ratio of normal called a1, b1, c1. Ratio of normal of second plane called a2, b2, c2. So what is n1? n1 will be a1i, b1j, c1k. Because n1 contains the ratio of normal of first plane. a1, b1, c1 are the ratio of normal of first plane. Dot a2i, b2j, c2k, where a2, b2, c2 are normal of plane on the second plane, and upon n1 dot n2 you can know it. What is meaning of the mod n1? a1 is square, b1 is square, c. What is the mod of? Now can you dot product it? a1 a2, b1 b2, c1 c2 upon a1 is square, b1 is square, c1 is square, a2 is square. You should be surprised that this is the angle between two planes. We already have seen same formula in angle of two lines. Same formula where a1, b1, c1 and a2, b2, c2 were the ratios of lines, two lines. This time a1, b1, c1 and a2, b2, c2 are ratio of their normals. That's simple. And one thing which I want to pull your attention here, theta equal to 90. When planes are perpendicular, this is going to be cos 90 0. This will transfer here. What remaining? a1 a2, b1 b2, c1 c2 is equal to 0. This is the phenomenal condition when it often used in a question. Two planes are perpendicular, this will happen. Two lines are perpendicular, same thing happen. Same thing happens, student. Two lines are perpendicular, two planes are perpendicular. Same thing happens. So when one more thing I want to share with you. When planes are parallel, suppose planes are parallel, first plane and second planes are parallel, the angle between them is 0. What happened? Nothing. The ratio of its normal is n1 N1, its normal is what? N2. So both will be parallel. Normals are parallel, meaning the ratio are proportional. Same thing. When in the case of lines, two lines are parallel, their ratios are proportional. Two planes are parallel, the ratio of normals are proportional. Simple. So I don't think it's a tough thing and trouble, but very good thing we have studied. This is the main thing which I wanted to tell you. Please keep remember, when two planes are perpendicular, a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 will be 0. When two planes are parallel, a1 upon a2, ratios are proportional. This will happen. So I don't think it's a tough one now. Students, say enough for the day. For the evening, its display will not be good. So tomorrow we'll have some more questions and concepts as well. Thank you.